Hello everybody, my name is Jennifer Davenport. I'm an interior designer, and in today's video I'm going to show you a few ways that designers add ribbon to a tree. Before we get started, if you're somebody who loves Christmas, I have a Christmas course. In this Christmas course, I'm going to teach you everything about Christmas design, even the business side of it. So if you love Christmas and you would love to do Christmas designing for others and make money doing it, then this course is for you. So how does it work? Well, typically, your very first Christmas job will run about $500, and your business will snowball from that point on. People will see the designs you did when they have their Christmas party, or maybe you did a mailbox swag and everybody in the neighborhood is like, oh, who did that? Every year, your business will grow and grow. We did a Christmas job this year that was $10,000. So the course is pre-recorded, and once you purchase it, it's yours. So maybe next year you're like, what did Jennifer say about that? You just go back and watch it. And another thing, you can make payments on this course. It is $200. You will get that money back with your first Christmas design. So where do you find my course? You can go to Jennifer Davenport Courses, or I'll leave a link in the description of this video. All right, let's get to ribbon. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at Jennifer Decorates. Today, I am in my store and I'm going to show you several ways that you can add ribbon to a Christmas tree like a designer. So let's jump into it. I'm going to use 3 different ribbons. I've named this tree my Ralph Lauren tree, which you'll get to see the finished product later. But first ribbon, very wide, a little bit of white, a little bit of gold. And then the next 2 ribbons, beautiful mocha colored velvet with the back of the ribbon, same color, but they're wired. They're going to be super easy to work with. And then my third color is this beautiful navy blue with gold edges and a beautiful gold backing. What I'm going to love about this is when this ribbon twists in the tree, that gold is going to look stunning. Gonna start with the very widest ribbon first. I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to take my ribbon and kind of fold it a little bit like that and go under like this. I'm going to come into the tree and grab that plastic branch and wrap it around the end of that ribbon. Now I'm going to take it, loop it in, and bring it into the tree again. Find a branch and wrap it around that ribbon. Now make sure you pull that loop down so it hides where you have tucked the ribbon in and twisted it to a branch on the tree. Now I'm going to keep looping down the tree. Do not keep all of them the same. You want to add a little bit of a waterfall effect. But the key is, don't loop it just and put it on the edge of the tree. It's really not going to look good. You really want to tuck it in to the base of the tree and grab the branch closest to the base of the tree. So, bigger loop this time, bringing it in. This is the best thing about our artificial trees. All right, and I'm going to do that again. Another loop. Now, you don't have to go straight up and down with these loops. You can even do your tree at an angle if you like that look. That's as far down as I'm going to go with the ribbon, and I'm going to trim that tail. And I love a kite tail. So you're going to fold your ribbon in half, start trimming from the fold, and that's it. Now I'm going to do the brown and blue ribbon. I'm going to put the blue right on top of the brown. This is one way to create a really unique design, is to pick a ribbon that's wider that pairs with a more narrow ribbon. Now I'm going to use floral wire for this. Since I've got 2 of them, I really don't want them to slip off that branch. And I'm just going to take that floral wire and twist these 2 ribbon pieces together. I'm going to come in about halfway, and again, always going into the base of that tree and wiring it as close as I can. So do just like you did before. Make a loop, come into that tree, grab a branch. Just make sure you're making that ribbon that's smaller and you're putting it on top of the wider one. Do your best to kind of keep it in the middle of that. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit lower than this ribbon right here with one more loop. I'm just gonna cut my ribbon at an angle. And there you go. For this next ribbon style, I'm going to use two different ribbons. One's a very wide ribbon, beautiful blue velvet with a gold backing. And the second ribbon is a more platinum color, very shiny, very beautiful. And remember, platinum goes well with gold or silver. When you do a designer tree, it does take a lot of money to make a beautiful tree. One of the places that I do like to put my money is in really, really good ribbon because it really does make a difference. And especially if you can get ribbon that is wired. Good ribbon is like a pair of good shoes. It lasts a lot longer. For the design of this tree, I'm going to take the wider ribbon with the color and I'm going to make bows and place them throughout the tree. Some I'm going to have long tails, some I'm going to have really extra long tails, and I'm going to create a loop. Then I'm going to come in with that platinum ribbon and fill in between each one of the blue velvet ribbon. Having an artificial tree makes this so much easier. Create one loop and create another loop. The biggest thing is to make your loops the same size. Now that I've created two loops, I'm going to take it into the tree and I'm going to use one of those branches and attach it to the tree like so. Now that you've attached it to the tree, take your loops and your tails, straighten them out, twist it around and bring it down, and then create a beautiful loop on each side and kind of push it in to the center, and it camouflages the fact that you used the branch to attach your ribbon. Now I don't worry about each one of the tails being exactly cut the same because it just looks like a block of ribbon all the way around. I like to create a waterfall effect. It doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. So let's cut the tail. It's called a kite tail cut. You fold it in half and you're going to cut from the fold down. Perfect. You might notice I have a tag on both sides of my scissors that says ribbon only. I keep that in the store so nobody uses it to cut paper or anything else. When you have good thick ribbon, you need a good pair of scissors and you want to keep them sharp. So only use them for ribbon. All right, I'm going to cut that next tail and it's going to be a little bit longer. Doing the kite tail again, folding in half, cutting from the fold down. Perfect. I'm going to do the blue ribbon all the way around the tree first. When you're going to put bows on a tree, an easy way to make sure you're going to disperse it correctly is what I call layering it in a diamond pattern. Super easy. So if I have one bow here, I'm going to come across over here. Next one will be here, and that last one will be down here. And that is how you disperse it evenly around the tree. Now that I've got all the blue in place, I'm going to take this platinum ribbon and I'm not going to make a bow on this one. That'd be too much. So I'm going to come into the tree and I'm going to make some loops, stop, cut a tail, make a few more, and give another waterfall effect to this whole design. All right, just create a loop and don't do it like this. You want to go into that tree. Grab another branch and then come out. And it's okay, your ribbon loops can go a little bit at an angle or straight, does not matter. And I'm gonna do one more because I don't want to cut a tail. Actually, I think that might look good. Let's cut a tail right there. Yep, I like that. So basically, even though I'm going to be adding a lot more to this tree, I'm going to take the platinum ribbon and I'm wanting to fill in the gaps in between each blue bow. Now when you're doing this, every one does not have to be the same and every cut doesn't have to be the same. One tail can be a little longer next to another tail. Don't worry about making it the same. You're just filling in the platinum ribbon in between the blue. All right, next tree. This one's my traditional tree. I'm using 3 different ribbons on this one, all 3 different sizes. So I've got the first one that is a diamond-shaped gold ribbon, beautiful on the back and the front. And this beautiful plaid ribbon with a touch of blue. And then for the third ribbon, a very narrow green forest green with gold on the edges. For this ribbon design, I'm going to take 3 of the ribbons and I'm going to loop them all together and put them on a tree, which I'll show you in a minute. But what I want to tell you first is you want to make a pattern of the same length ribbon. So cut one of them, and I'll usually do about 20 or 22 inches and just cut it straight across. Keep this ribbon as your pattern and then cut the next ones the same length. Take that ribbon, fold it in half. Take your second one and go over it as well. Do not worry if they are all not cut the same length, it will be fine. And then take that third ribbon and go over as well. Now, you're going to make a loop about this big, and you're going to take your floral wire and you're just going to twist that together. Now this doesn't look pretty at the moment, but trust me, keep working with me. Trust the process. All right, each tail, we are not going to do a kite tail. We're just going to cut it at an angle and it doesn't matter which way you go. What does matter is a clean cut. Otherwise, it looks sloppy. Now, the way I add ribbon to the tree in this process, it takes a lot of ribbon. But here's the thing. Good ribbon, again, I've said that, lasts a long time. But you know what, in a year or two, if I decide I don't want to do this style again, I'm going to repurpose this ribbon in another design. So it's an investment. Time to put it on the tree. Take that loop and fold it in half and come into the tree about halfway and wire it to the branch. Once it's on the tree, you're going to take each loop and spread it out, and you're going to take each tail and spread it out. And making sure the tails, the top side of the ribbon is showing. The trick to adding ribbon to the tree this way is you don't want to put it on the edge of the branch. You've got to tuck it in a little bit so that it pushes the loops down and creates this beautiful look. And that's it. Here is another fun tip. If you have ribbon that's about 1 inch wide and it's wired, get yourself a fat marker and take that ribbon and wrap it around that marker. Keep going. Okay, and that's about good right there. Look what it makes. Isn't that fun? So then, and I'll trim it, and then you just take that cute little curled ribbon, because your ribbon's already wired, just pinch it and put it on a branch, and look how super fun that is. Now on the end, trim that too at an angle, and that's it. How fun. Ribbon is everything when it comes to making a Christmas tree beautiful. All right, I will see you in the next video. More Christmas headed your way.